Hello, and thanks for tuning in. This is Katya at Herban Wellness, a little herb shop located in Kirkland, Washington. And I'm here today to talk to you about my Stress Adaptation Tea. So this is a combination of roots and barks that help support the adrenal glands and help strengthen your body after times of stress or during times of stress. And so when you think of stress, it's something that pretty much is unavoidable at certain times in our lives. The death of a loved one, high workload, family issues, whatever it is that causes you stress. However, long-term stress can cause a lot of problems in the body, such as low immunity, inflammation, low energy, trouble sleeping, anxiety. There's a whole host of things that can happen depending on you and how you respond and your body type. And so this is a combination of herbs that basically protect against those effects if you're taking it during times of stress. It can help ameliorate that and help protect and support your adrenal glands and the hypothalamus adrenal pathway. And then also it can help you recover from the effects of stress when you've been under prolonged periods and are experiencing these symptoms that I just mentioned. And there's others that come along with that as well. So these are all herbs that have traditionally been used for this. And the main one is Eleuthera, which is short for Eleutherococcus, commonly known as Siberian ginseng. This has been used for thousands of years in China and Russia and other parts of the world for its ability to help with energy levels, stamina, endurance on athletes and people in the military. It was studied in Russia for its cardiovascular effects, supporting the cardiovascular system, supporting energy, helping the body adapt to sleep changes and challenging situations. And so this is one of my favorite adaptogens, we call them, category of herbs that help the body respond better to stress or adapt to stress. Because stress is something that we can't necessarily avoid in our lives, but long-term stress is detrimental on our health. So Eleutherococcus has all these effects that are very beneficial. It's also very mild in some ways. It can take a while to work, but that means it's not going to be overstimulating for someone. It tends not to be overheating, whereas some of the ginsengs can. So that's why I really like to use it. And this time of year, it's November when I'm shooting this, it is a good one to be taking if you're dealing with stress, but also can support and strengthen and keep your immune system strong. The other primary herb in here is licorice root. And there's a lot of misunderstanding of what licorice root is, but this is a root, an herb that's been used for thousands, literally, of years in China. And it also affects the adrenal glands, can help with cortisol balance, reduce cortisol levels in the body, or reduce the need for the body to produce more cortisol, which is an anti-inflammatory substance, but over time can actually suppress the immune system and cause issues with inflammation. And licorice can help ameliorate those. It can also really increase energy levels. A lot of people notice an effect on adrenal energy levels. And it's also good for the immune system as well. So that's a nice benefit. So licorice and Eleuthera are primarily in there. It's also a really great tasting tea because licorice is sweet. Devil's Club is the final adaptogen I put in there, and that's a native adaptogen for here in the Northwest. And it also has been used traditionally to help balance blood sugar. And blood sugar levels and insulin issues can occur with long-term stress because of the effects of cortisol and other digestion issues. Digestion basically shuts down in times of stress. So Devil's Club can help with that. It also is good for the respiratory system. So again, a good one to have in the winter season. And its Latin name is Opalopanax, and Panax is ginseng. So it's a cousin, let's say, of the ginseng families. And finally, I put in some cinnamon bark. Cinnamon enhances the flavor, of course, but cinnamon also balances blood sugar. Again, I was explaining that cortisol can affect blood sugar balance. So this will help you deal with the sugars you do take in and be able to use them better in the body. And so that can help you recover from stress better, decrease cravings for sugars and carbs, and also give you a bit of a lift. So this is our Stress Adaptation Tea, and this is a unique tea because it's roots and barks, as I was saying earlier. So it really is best to simmer it or make a decoction, we call it. So you brew up a big batch of water in a pot, put in several scoops of the herb, and let it cook like a grain on simmer for 15-20 minutes. And then you strain it, stick it in the fridge, reheat it or drink it cold, and drink 2 or 3 cups of it a day. And ideally you're doing it for a month or 2 months, and then you rotate off of it for a couple of weeks to a month, and then go back on it if you still need it. And these can really help regulate and normalize systems in the body and help you deal better with stress, help you feel calmer, more energized, sleep better. So thank you so much for tuning in. This is Katya at Herban Wellness, and we look forward to serving your herbal needs in the near future.